Hello and welcome to Battle of the Beast New Protectors Edition. Yeah, I think that rolls off the tongue better. Episode number 9. My name is Adam, and this is the 9th battle of round 1, where after this battle, one of these two beasts in front of me will make it into round 2, the quarterfinals. So with the two beasts fighting it out for this one, I do have a good idea for what I want to do for this battlefield. And with that, let's introduce the beasts so I can get to the battlefield. So, representing Series 29, Guardians of Tangala. This beast is in I think it's a her. No, he. Yeah. This beast is in his first tournament this time. And will he make a good first impression? Well, we'll find out after this battle. But I'm of course talking about Garox the Coral Giant. Versus a representative of Series 31. This beast, Series 31, Guardians of Tangala. Oh, 29's in the New Protectors. I think I said Guardians of Tangala for the New Protectors. Right, Series 29, New Protectors, Garox the Coral Giant. And representing Series 31, Guardians of Tangala, we have Lupix the Ice Wolf. So with these two beasts going against each other, I do think this is a bit of a interesting matchup to an extent. Battlefield will be the clock arena for the Hunger Games Catching Fire. And with that, let's get to the stats. Even though there's no bio for these beasts because the Bible's out of date, so it'll just be the abilities. Garox the Coral Giant. Garox's abilities are underwater breathing, natural armor, natural weaponry, poison manipulation. Garox's tentacles are stated to be poisonous. Enhanced strength. Weaknesses is a weakness to wax. Garox is vulnerable to wax, as seen when he was set on fire by paraffin. Yeah. Lupix the Ice Wolf. Lupix's abilities are natural weaponry, freeze breath, water makes her bigger, enhanced strength, enhanced durability, gains more with more size, so with more water she absorbs. Enhanced agility, she loses speed when more size is gained from water. Brings a snowstorm where she goes. Enhanced hearing and smell, and immunity to the cold. Okay, so with the abilities done for these two beasts, Battlefield, as I said, would be the clock arena for the Hunger Games Catching Fire. And with that, let's get into this. As the chamber doors open, Garox comes out through the water exit and immediately breaks the surface of the water in all of his size, stares down at the arena below, roaring into the arena. Meanwhile, as the other chamber door opens, Lupix's eyes are the only thing that's seen in the darkness. As he howls, a snowstorm comes in as he makes his way out of the chamber, letting the snow fall on top of him before immediately setting eyes on Garox. And almost as quickly as you could say go, Lupix immediately bounds into action, charging up right towards Lupix, ready to pounce on him. Garox lifts up a tentacle and smashes the spoke in front of him, preventing Lupix from getting close to him without pouncing, and then swinging both his tentacles towards Lupix to try and knock him off course. Lupix dodges both of the tentacles before jumping onto Garox, pinning him against the wall of the arena and biting down into one of his tentacles on the left side, rather. Garox roars in pain over this, and wrapping one of his tentacles around Lupix, he hoists him off and chucks him to the other side of the arena. Lupix bounds along the rocky terrain of the arena, rolling around, but eventually lands on her feet before charging back up towards Lupix, snarling in aggression. Garox goes to move forward and lift up both his tentacles and brings it down onto the center island. Immediately, right before he can do that, though, Lupix is already there, breathing his frost breath over Garox, freezing the tentacles, causing Garox to pull his tentacles back. Confused by that coldness they suddenly got, as Lupix snarls in aggression, she charges up towards Garox again, as Garox immediately brushes that aside and charges down towards Lupix. And Lupix dodges one tentacle, dodges another, and headbutts Garox's head as Garox goes to headbutt Lupix. Both beasts get knocked backwards from it, but Garox seems to have taken more damage from that than Lupix has. Garox, frustrated with Lupix's whole spiel of not taking much damage at all, is starting to feel a bit cold from the snowstorm and realizing, okay then, let's move this to a more suited arena for me to have the advantage. Garox uses his tentacles, smashes all the landmass there is, shattering all the spokes, and then going straight for the center island where he smashes both his tentacles down on it. And Lupix just allows it to happen as Lupix gets submerged underwater with Garox. As Garox has his tentacles wrapped firmly around Lupix very tightly, Garox brings Lupix up to his eye level so he can see the life drain from her eyes. But to Garox's surprise, he sees that Lupix is now growing and growing until eventually Lupix is the same size as Garox and breaking free from the tentacles because the tentacles can't wrap around Garox anymore. Can't wrap around Lupix anymore. Very surprised by that, brushes it off and swings the tentacle towards Lupix. Pardon me, in which Lupix immediately lifts up a claw and slashes right through it. Garox roars in pain before swinging his other tentacle towards her, in which Lupix twists her head and bites through the coral like it was nothing. Garox in shock, gets pinned to the wall by Lupix, but with one paw, with her claws digging right into his neck. Garox, very startled at this point, is now realizing that his attempt to bring Lupix into a domain which would be more suited for him has backfired almost beautifully, as Lupix is now the one with the advantage. And almost as quickly as Garox realizes his mistake, his life has been taken, as Lupix bites down onto his head, twisting the head and ripping it off from the rest of the body, causing the rest of Garox's body to just sink down to the bottom of the arena, as Lupix makes his way back to his chamber with a new chew toy, which is now Garox's head. So with that, Lupix has won, Garox has lost. If you think Garox should have won, please leave in the comments below why you think that. However, my word is final, and Lupix moving on to round 2. So, if I'm being completely honest, when I saw this matchup, I knew Garox was going to lose for the simple reason Garox is a water beast, so the battle had to include water. And then you take it to Lupix's ability where she can absorb water and get bigger, more durable, with the cost of being a bit slower. Then you realize, yeah, there's no way Lupix is not losing this. So with that, Lupix has won. And that being said, that's all for this time. If you like what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe, press the little notification bell down the corner below. I know it's a very quick battle, but to be fair, I knew it was going to be a quick one. And with that, I'll see you next time.